Happy holidays, everybody. Happy holidays.
Happy
Welcome.
holidays.
Happy holidays. Welcome, everybody. What's up, Goku? How you doing, man?
What's up, Pepper?
How's your fucking holidays going, man? Pretty good.
So far, you know.
So far, so good. Hanging in. I'm hanging in there too, brother, man.
Sir.
Good to be here. I love you, brother.
You know it.
Good to be here. All right, so welcome, everybody, to episode 20 of the Goku and Kev Show. I'm your host with the most. That's the ghost. Let's dig deep in that ass. Kev The Galaxybender, and joined as always my main man and co-host Goku Black. How you doing, brother?
What up, though?
Tell me about your week, brother. Tell me something good. Tell me about that bowling game you was getting ready to get into.
Oh, yeah, I know. You stopped me.
Yeah, talk to me about
So
that.
I really haven't played it in like a week at least, easily. And that's mostly just because like I'm kind of stuck. Like I have... So your bowling balls, you want to level them up. And you have to collect cards to do so.
Yeah.
And so... At this point, it's just like I need to just build up my bowling balls because they're not strong enough to like really be effective against the pins. Because the higher the level, like the stronger the pin. What's that?
Because like they want you to pay
put money in it.
Yeah,
oh, I know. I know.
I knew that was coming, boy. I was like, that's mobile games.
Yeah.
Like I know my man Black Love. He plays mobile games and he'll play free to play game or whatever until you hit a wall. And he's like, that's enough for me. And I get it. Like, I haven't seen my wife play it in a while either, so. But, yeah, no, I get that, man. So, but no, anything else? Anything good? Anything going on with the Rockets?
Oh, I mean.
Did you learn anything new? Because you told me. You showed me some new shit when you came over the last time. You didn't come over, was it last weekend you come over? But the week before you had showed me.
So, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, you did. They don't know.
I mean.
The wave dash.
Really?
Yeah, you ain't talked about that.
As a matter of fact, I've gotten like really effective at it.
Yeah.
I'm starting to actually use it in gameplay. Like before, I just showed you in free play, and I was just like, "This is called the wave dash."
Yeah.
Like, check it out. I'm using it to get me all the way across the field. I haven't used the gas button at all.
Yeah.
Like just doing wave dashes because I'm practicing.
So for the people who don't know, explain to them what the fuck wave dashing is. The people who may not, and people who play games and shit, they'll be familiar, especially if there's people who play fighting games because it looks exactly how it is. Like for instance, go ahead, explain it, then I'll give you an example.
All it is just like you're jumping, and then at the very last second you're dashing. You're doing the forward dodge. But because you're so close to the ground, your car just hits the ground and you keep that forward momentum that you got from the forward dash. So you're just like, boom. Yeah. And you'll see streaks and they do like a little wave.
Right.
Like,
because your car is moving like a wave. Yeah. And I was playing, shout outs to, I can't even pronounce the dude's name, Illusiona, I think that's his name. He's over a Brazilian Mugen team. And I played that Captain America. Remember that the Avengers game? So I played it. And like it's like I like that game a lot.
I remember watching you play it, dude. Like it seemed like you were able to do combos.
I can do a lot of shit. Like he adds a lot of randomness to it, what I don't like, but I know how to get around it. But what I don't like is a lot of the enemies have like just projectiles. Like so you get bombarded if you don't have a partner with you or something like that. But like I learned how an Iron Man, for the most part, to do exactly the fuck you can do in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the little fucking triangle jumping infinite.
Yeah.
That's
what I watched you do.
I remember
you showed me that.
I've gotten like...
And you said, you weren't able to really do it like constantly.
Oh, dude,
I can do it like 2 or 3 times, but now I guess you can do it constantly.
It's because you do it just like you do inside Marvel. Like you have to, actually, no, like I'm doing a flight cancel each time I do it. So like I'm jumping up, down attack, and then jump up, flight cancel, down attack, jump up, flight cancel, down attack, and it's like a wave.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll have to show you after the show. But yeah, like
it almost sounds like a wave dash.
No, it is. That's what it is. It's like they call it triangle jumping and shit like that.
It's like
because you're moving at motion.
The trick is like so the longer you press jump, the higher you'll jump. So the trick to do the wave dash is to like just give it the shortest tap you've ever tapped in your ever tap of life. Like you got to really like.
I know what you're talking about.
Just barely touch it.
Give it the gas. Yeah, just tap
barely touch it. So you just barely, and then you have to lean back so that when you do the forward dash, it makes you do that. If you don't lean back, like if you just jump and then do it, you'll still like. you'll actually flip, and then you'll like flip on the ground and like tumble and land crazy, and it fucks you all up.
Damn, that's crazy.
But I've actually used it a couple times effectively in like gameplay. And then, so last night, like, I tried something, like, I had an epiphany, like, all right, well, you know, like, I remember hearing a couple people be like, oh, yeah, air dribble is actually harder than a ceiling shot. Like, I don't know why everybody always wants to just go jump right to a fucking air dribble when the first thing you should be learning is a fucking ceiling shot. And you set it up exactly the same way. But instead of immediately jumping off the wall and staying with the ball, you just fucking drive up and fall from the ceiling.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You don't even jump. You just drive up and fall from the ceiling. And the ball's already going the right way. So all you just do is turn and hit it harder. Like, bam!
Gotcha. Yeah, so it basically just teaches you how to do the fucking air dribble.
How to get,
how to get up there. Yeah, no, I got you. But yeah, like I that was interesting to watch. I was like, this looks like fighting game shit. I was just laughing. So, but I was telling you, I played some Killer Instinct with my buddy Dark Sash. Shout outs to him.
Yep.
I was playing with him yesterday. He's rusty too. That's the thing. But he was still putting out. He was still bending me over.
I would be so super rusty.
Yeah, but it was fun though. It was fun. Like I got 20 minutes of practice in on it.
If you're willing to try, I think I kind of remember Saber Wolf. I think we could go for a little couple rounds.
All right.
Probably still eat me up though.
It's cool, man. It's about the journey, man.
You always beat me.
Well, no, like in Killer Instinct, that was not the case. Like Killer Instinct is one of my worst games. It just is. It is. It is one of my worst games because what's happening in that game is my brain is moving faster than I can. Like then you can input the shit because like it's a fast game, and then like my brain is always moving faster. So like I'm already input everything. I'm like, fuck, I did it too fast. So, but K, he's a fucking K Darkseid. He's the fucking man. He's the man at the shit. So, and then at the new one, Black Love, that's the like he's the man in that one. So,
he's the man in that one.
Yeah. So, but dog Prime Video, they've introduced ads into Prime Video, man.
Prime Video's got ads in them now.
Yeah, they're introducing it starting like. Fucking,
that's why you pay for fucking Prime, right?
I know. Like, well, this is how it started. Like, Prime has increased in price over the years. So, and to justify that, they've added services like video and picture storage and shit like that. So, and they just cut video storage. But what ended up happening is like just like with any like cable wasn't supposed to have ads, and then what happened? You got commercials in them. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing with these services. So. I was like, you know what? I just got rid of Prime too. Got rid of all of it.
Fuck it.
I said, man, I'm not messing with that. I'm not dealing with it. So yeah, like, because here's the thing, like their shit, like I didn't watch a bunch of it anyway. Like I didn't,
Prime stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't a whole, but it really was just like Dr. Robot. House of Cards, I think. No, House of Cards Netflix. I can't remember, but I think that was Netflix. But you had Invincible and The Boys, and and that's pretty much it, though. For real, that's pretty much it. And then, like it ain't a whole bunch. So, like, if I need to watch this shit, I can just plex it up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I can do. I can
you can plex that shit.
But yeah, I'm not. I got rid of it. I canceled it, and then I was like, "Man, I ain't definitely like." I'm getting a lot of savings. It's a lot of savings, brother. So Gold Next, I played a little bit of Gold Next too, and then I won't be playing that on Twitch.
What, the new Sega?
No, just the old Gold Next too. Yeah, like the Genesis one. I played a little bit of that, and I won't be playing that on Twitch because it cuts music. Yeah, there's a copyright. So there's a section and what's crazy is like there's a section that repeats what was muted. Like so weird, and it's not muted. What? Yeah, so it just fucks up the flow. Like, all of a sudden, all the sounds. Yeah,
it's crazy.
And then here's the thing: like it wouldn't surprise me because the Go Next, even the first Go Next, the music was done by like Sega outsourced the music. Believe it or not,
They
like,
outsourced it.
yes, there was somebody.
So it was like, I know fucking like Michael Jackson did a bunch of fucking songs.
Yeah, he did some songs for him. There's like people from I know the first Go Next soundtrack, like it was worked on by somebody who's Danish. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, like that could be possible that the shit is copyrighted. So, but yeah, so I played that. I played some the Avengers that I told you that shit.
Yeah, you were just
I think we need to go back to it, man. Like it's a fun game. Like it's very different, but we need
I
to go back
didn't
to
like
it.
complain about it because
I did
at least fundamentally it broke the barrier of the original beat 'em ups.
Well, yeah, like and
I'm done with the 1, 2, 3.
and what's cool about it is like you have like it's a lot like the original Avengers game, but it has special moves in it, so that kind of makes it cool. But yeah, like I like that game. We should definitely probably go back to it. There was some fucking controversy on this YouTuber, like this guy called the Completionist, and what he did, he was a YouTuber that had a page, and he had he was doing it for like charity. Like he was saying like I'm doing this for charity because my mom had dementia, and so this is for dementia. So for years, I do stack like 600K, and then wasn't donating that shit. That's why I don't donate to people, man. Like if it's like for charity, I'm like, nope, I'm not. I don't trust you. But like if you honest, be like, hey man, I'm doing this money for me. I need this for me. I'm more likely to give you the money. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's what I would do to a bum. Like,
yeah.
Like, I remember I told you I had that one fucking friend who like used to ride trains. Dude, he even had RX like tattooed on his face and shit. Like, and he said that he called it spanging when he would ask for money and shit. He would make little bum signs, but his bum signs were like, "Hey, I'm a traveler. I drink. Got some money, help me out."
Right. And like, for instance, like same way, like if I'm watching a YouTuber that I watch their content all the time, every once in a while I'll go in and donate like $1 or $2 as a super chat because that gives them way more money than ever ad revenue they'll get from me watching ads on YouTube. It gives them way infinitely more money. Yeah, they do. Like, yeah, because most of that money, like I'm not sure how the super chat works, but most of it goes to them. But yeah, like that's what I'll do. Like
super chat.
Yeah, like if you watching, they're doing a stream or something, you can like send them a message like, "Hey, just wanted to say hi," but say whatever, and you could donate like $1 or $2, whatever, and then it goes to them, and then they'll read it and be like, "Hey, thanks for the support," blah blah blah, and then you continue watching what the fuck they're doing.
Oh, you're talking about like a streamer?
Yeah, like YouTube, like they do it on YouTube. They call it like super chats. Because I watch them on YouTube more.
Too,
So yeah, it's the same thing. Like when you do kind of it's they don't have it on Twitch like that, but on YouTube they have stuff called super chats. But like I don't watch ads on fucking YouTube because that's what I do. Like I literally do donate money to people. Like I support the channels that I watch a lot. So. But yeah, so
VGO.
But VGO. So that's why, like, when people be like, I want to do this for some fucking foundation or some shit like that, I'm less likely to like believe it because people do shit like that. But like, he held on to the money forever, and then like he's getting investigated now for like charity fraud and shit. And like, it was a whole bunch of shit that happened. There was 2 other YouTube. Uncle Muda got involved. Remember that dude I watched? Some or they're gamers that I'd say he looks like a fucking scumbag. Like he's an Indian dude, like he's Canadian.
Okay.
And his name's Mudahar. Like I watch his YouTube videos all the time. You've seen him before. I call him Uncle Muda. Yeah, I call him Uncle Muda. He's an Indian guy.
Okay.
And he has like a fucking full beard and dark hair. Like, what's up, guys?
I mean, I don't remember him right offhand.
And he covers a bunch of shit in the gaming industry and all types of shit. Like when people get hacked, and I watch his channel. I'll throw him a super chat every once in a while. But like he had got involved in this shit too. Was investigating. Like end up him and this other guy who does YouTube videos end up being offered a bribe, and it got crazy, dude. Like, so that's what I'm saying. I'm less likely to believe that shit. And then like Insomniac got fucking hacked. Insomniac Games, the people who make Ratchet and Clank, Resistance, Spider-Man. They got hacked. Yeah, so hackers took like 1 terabyte of their data, like based off they're working like the Wolverine game. They got all that fucking data, and they were like, if you don't give us $2 million, we're gonna leak this shit. And then like Sony was like, no, so they leaked it. A lot of shit came out. Everybody found out Insomniac's working on like Marvel games for eternity. They got like one Ratchet and Clank game coming out in the future sometime, but the rest is just Marvel games. They got turned into the Marvel company.
Wow.
And it gets even deeper. It gets deeper. So there's this Sweet Baby Ink problem. So, and shout outs to this guy named Griffin Gaming and Vara Dark. Like, she's somebody who I throw super chats to. I don't always agree with Griffin Gaming, but like, you know, he has some hot takes that he's absolutely right. And he was right. He was right on this shit alone. Then it got proved. So, the Sweet Baby Inc. is a narrative development and consultation sensitivity company. So they are like a third party company group that offers solutions on how to fix narrative problems within your game. They'll go to your, like, say if you're Insomniac, for instance, and they've worked on Spider-Man 2, and they'll go and look at your narrative. Well, here's how you make it more diverse.
And they're like, yeah, your narrative is
no, they just say, hey, this is how you make it. They don't care about if it's good or bad. Yeah, they want
it to make sure it's diverse.
Yeah, so they'll change the writing to make it. Yeah, they'll go in and offer you suggestions. But let me tell you why. Let me tell you. Here's why AAA games I don't buy them really. You don't either. Like, you play a bunch of indie games, like the games you play today, and I like.
And I finished that game last night too.
I like the music in the game, at least in the trailer.
It's chill, dude.
Yeah, at least in the trailer.
The game is chill as fuck.
So So this is why they do this. So there's something called an ESG score. It's called Environmental Social Governance. Their scores are an essential tool for investors to assess a company's sustainability ethical performance. These scores typically range from 0 to 100, with a score less than 50 considered relatively poor and more than 70 considered good. So what happens is there's a bank. There's a World Bank.
Yeah.
Like called I think it's BlackRock. They're one of the world's like largest bank. Like they've probably paid you some kind of way. Like they own tons of shit. So if your ESG score is higher, they give you cash injections.
What?
Yeah. If you meet all these different requirements, and this is like one of them that can help boost that score. This is how you can get cash. Yeah, like it's a real thing. It is a real thing. Yeah, these are like really big, giant fucking world banks. Like they probably own a bunch of shit that I got in this fucking house.
Yeah,
the result of it. So yeah, so like there's like I said, it's ESG. It is a score for investors to, it shows sustainability and ethical performance, and then this allows them to get like different bonuses because they're meeting certain business criteria and shit like that. So these companies like Insomnia, you should see the list. It's a bunch of big AAA studios, man. Like a bunch of Ubisoft, EA, Microsoft. Like, so that's why, like for instance, in Spider-Man 2, that's why Mary Jane's running around with a gun shooting shit because of that. Yeah, think about it. Think about all.
I didn't know that it was gameplay.
Yes. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So the first,
I don't play on PlayStation, so I don't know about that.
So here's the thing, like. Mary Jane is a side character. And there's nothing wrong with side characters. Like, for instance, Daniel Carrington, Perfect Dark. He's a side character to Joanna Dark.
Okay,
he's her boss, but he's a side character.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So there's nothing wrong with being a side character. And, like, they went in and wanted to put the diversity shit, and that's what happened to the game. Wow. Because of this. Yeah.
Wow.
I try to tell people all the time, man, this is why I don't want politics in game. People don't believe me. They're looking like it ain't in there. But when you start digging into this shit, it definitely is politics, man. It is provable. Like they have a fucking website. They have like
wow.
And then they when people found out,
and I mean, I honestly I wouldn't complain though. I didn't know that they added her but I mean, I can understand because she kind of was like kind of was a side.
Well, and there's nothing wrong with her being a side character. That's the thing. And they came in was like that's like no, like they brought politics into it. That's politics. That is the definition.
Wow.
And it ruined it. it like ruins shit, man. Yeah, like that's why
Sometimes it can.
that's why I get so angry. Like I don't think it's unreasonable to want our entertainment void of politics. I don't think that's unreasonable. That's why I play a bunch of arcade games and shit, man. There ain't no fucking politics in it. I ain't got to worry about somebody trying to control a narrative. People don't understand, like, story controls and influences. It does.
Yeah.
At some level, it does. So,
at some level.
So that's why these companies do this. They got money. Money controls. It does. Those who have the money make the rules. They're making the rules. It's disgusting. I'm like, get this shit out of my game. So that's why, like, I love indie developers, man, because it's all them. It's them. They ain't influenced by none of this shit. They ain't worried about no ESG scores or no bullshit like this. Like, you think about it, all these big AAA games, like, they're all fucking whitewashed. They're all the same. And it's like, we have way fucking more. Like, I'll play tons of old AAA games.
Pushing Dragon Ball super hard.
Yeah, they push everything.
Like had Goku and Vegeta in there, and now they've added Frieza and Cell.
Luckily, that's not a narrative game, though. You see what I'm saying?
I know. It's multiplayer. Still, like,
because this affects narrative.
But you're paying money just for a skin.
Well, and
it doesn't do anything else to the gameplay except for that it's a skin.
And this is what a lot of people don't realize. Like, AAA games are amusement parks. They are. You pay to do the main rides, but you pay once to get in to do the main rides, but you have to pay for every fucking thing else. That's what these big games are.
Drink.
Yeah, food, drink, other arcade, everything out there. Yeah. So shout out to Griffin Games. I'm gonna put this shit in my. I'm gonna put my shit in my fucking description of the video. Shout out to Vara Dark, because I support her too. She spoke out about this shit too. So I think Mugen Lord, he had shout out about it too, because like after people got wind of it, like they locked their Twitter page, and I'm sure they're not the only company that's doing this shit. Like, I'm sure it can't be just them. But yeah, any game with them on it, dude, like I find that, man, I was like, I'm staying away from that shit, man, because it's the definition of politics. Like, they're doing the shit for money. Like, it is literally, you can look all this shit up. I went in and researched it. Was like, what the fuck?
You don't beat up on your paper.
Yeah, I was hitting it. Because like, think about it. Like, it's not unreasonable to not want politics in your entertainment. It's not. Like, it's not. I just want to enjoy what the artist created. That's all I want. That's it. So, but yeah, so like, again, that's why I like narrative myself. Like, I don't like. Here's the thing: narrative can be fucking really good in games. It can. It can be good. Like, I played a PlayStation 2 game called fucking Cold Winter, and it had one of the most heart-wrenching stories I've ever fucking played. It was so good. Like, I went into it because it was a shooter. Like, yeah, I'm about to. And it's pretty solid shooter for what they was going for back in the day. Like, you're kind of like MacGyver. Like, you crafted a lot of shit on the go.
Oh,
like, you made all kinds of explosives and
weapons. It was like Rage.
Kind of like the first one, but it wasn't open world. It was a linear game.
Okay.
But it was so like it was so much fun. Like, you had to improvise and find all kinds of different. It was like even way more like. You have to do way more crafting than you did in Rage. Like, you had to craft your explosive, light clicks. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, it was like a lot of fun. And the premise of the story was that you had end up like you were some type of special forces guy. You got locked up after doing this mission for these people, and then like you get broken out by one of the main people of that organization, because he's turning on that organization because they're trying to launch a plan to restart the world. So the plan is to sell these weapons to these terrorists around the world, like auction them off on the black market, because they're supposed to be these weapons that'll give you a lot of weapons. But what they really are devices that are meant to cause every nuclear weapon in the world in their own silos to just detonate and cause a cold winter. And so this organization will be in like, fallout shelters until the world resets. And like the dude looks at his, like, you're in jail, and then the old man's looking at his granddaughter, and it's like, fuck, she has no future. So he breaks you out of jail, and you have to stop it. Fucking excellent story.
Wow.
Man, I got
Okay.
goosebumps telling it. It was so good, man.
I know.
It was like, holy fuck. Because he was sitting, and then like the end of the game, like after you stop it, he's sitting on the bench. He's looking at his I'm gonna spoil it because it's just so good. It needs to get out there. He's looking at the picture of his granddaughter. He's happy she's safe. And like you see people like in like the Men in Black, like they had like just random people walking around. He's in the park bench. They all like just walk up on him and just, and that's how it ends. Away.
Damn.
Yeah, because he fucked up their plan. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it was such a good game, dude. Like, and like I said, once if it's like I don't mind story in games, but it's not what I'm initially there for. Like I was there because I was like, I played like fucking every shooter that I could at the time. I was just thirsty for them, so I just tried anything, and I tried that one, and the shooting was like the only thing is bad. With the shooting is like just kind of clunky, but man, the game was so good gameplay wise. Like you didn't care about that. Like you dealt with it, and then the story was just like it was like the fucking icing on the cake. And it was like wow. I said that's how you do a story. That's how you get people invested. But this shit, that's not how you get people invested. That's going like I didn't care that I didn't see I don't even remember thinking about people's race and gender when I was playing the game. I was just like, this is just an awesome experience.
That's what it was made for.
And that's what they were back then. Yeah, I'll play old AAA games like a motherfucker. I'll play them because like they're all good, man. Well, not all, but most they don't have this shit. None of that. So shout outs to them. But yeah, like I said, in the interest of full disclosure, none of my views and opinions represent either of my employers. I'm sure it's the same for my man Goku.
Definitely.
Yeah, very casual show. However, the content is mature, so viewer discretion is advised. Right. Our show is a mix, let's play random gaming news. We ain't trying to profit. Nope. We just want to, show some people some cool games. So that's it. Short
time and learn something new.
And pretty short, like I said, pretty short holiday show. We don't have a bunch of topics to go over. So
grimy from the basement.
But we will keep this shit super grimy for the basement as always. Because, like I said, not trying to profit. That being said, Goku, man, kick it off. Tell me what you've been doing, brother.
This game,
What's it called?
I just finished it last night. It's a little indie game. So remember, if it's a good game and it was an indie, review your games. It always helps them. Always review your games.
Always review them. If you like the game, yeah.
If you like the game, review your game, man. It always helps them out.
Helps them out.
This is a nice little look. Like it's a little like.
So for the people who can't see, you may just be watching. What's the game called?
It's called While the Iron is Hot.
No, While the Iron's Hot.
Yeah.
While the Iron's Hot. Because I was looking it up. And I had to type it in. I was like, while the iron is hot. It brought me to some fucking show.
Yeah.
So you gotta make. Right. It brought me to a show, and I was like,
"You're right."
Yeah. Not me being nitpicker asshole, but if somebody search the game,
obviously, you're right. While the iron's hot. Yeah, you're right. And see, so like, there's so much little fucking shit, and like, I'm trying to remember, and then I still play Rocket League and shit, and so like, just like, it was hard to kind of keep track of what I had to always do, because I would sometimes forget what I was just doing before. But this game is pretty awesome, like for a little indie game, and it's like a crafter. So it kind of reminds me of like the way Minecraft. It kind of is.
Yeah, man.
But the way like Minecraft used to be, how you had to actually see, so like you actually got to hit the iron and like shape out the pieces of metal, and then you can grind them and sharpen them up. And then there's also like the crafting part where you go on the table and you got to put those pieces that you made in a certain arrangement, and then it makes the thing that you wanted. Like, I like that part. It's the whole crafting part of the game that I really enjoyed. There's a couple puzzles. I take that back. There's quite a few puzzles.
I saw a dude with a knife trying to stab you. That was cool. Yeah, I fell on that bridge. That was awesome.
Yeah, but you actually like...
I like action. I see some action. I'm like, yeah, violence.
There's no damage taken.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Violence.
Most of the violence is like So
See right there, look. He's like, no, don't cut me.
Yeah, and then so both fell, and then you land on him, and he's the one who dies, and you
see,
survive.
awesome. You got killed.
I guess.
But yeah, it looks a lot like probably like a blacksmith version of Terraria or some shit like that.
It is.
That's what it looks like. Yeah,
the blacksmith version of like Terraria with like how Minecraft used to be.
Yeah, Minecraft, man, they done
when Minecraft first started, you actually when you worked with the work table. So okay, so this is the part that I was talking about. So like you break the metal, and then you actually can grind it, and then you go to the crafting table, and you have to arrange the pieces of stuff so that it fucking forms into what you wanted. See how that turned into a sword over there? Like so. That's the parts that I liked. So, like I said, last night I polished the whole game off. I did it in 10 hours. I basically only focused on the story.
Okay.
Just did what I had to do. At this point, I can still keep playing. And I'm like, so the premise is that you've always wanted to be a blacksmith ever since you heard the sound of metal on metal. And this is you try to go to another land, and you get shipwrecked, and you meet that guy with he's missing one arm.
That happens, man. That type of work.
And he actually was the blacksmith of the town.
How's a blacksmith get his arm cut off? What happened?
It wasn't necessarily cut off. I won't ruin the story, but it wasn't.
So there's a story to it, okay. Yeah, that's what the art style, man. It reminds me a lot of like Stardew Valley. Have you ever played that?
What? Stardew Valley?
Stardew Valley.
Oh yeah, Stardew.
Yeah. Those vibes.
Where you would be like farming and shit.
Yeah.
So farming is not like that actually. Like,
no, I'm talking about just the art style is what I'm saying. Like.
Most of the grinding is really actually done like in a mine or something. And you can also like break up stuff that's in the terrain. So it has basically two different views. There's the overview, the bird's eye view, where they were just kind of like moving around. It looks like the old, old Zelda kind of. And then there's the side scrolling part of it. And like so, there's caves and stuff that you can go into,
like that right there. Yeah.
And so that's where you get.
That's where dude trying to shank your ass, boy.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, he's a bum, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. He was part of the sneakies.
Oh, some kind of thug.
The sneakies.
Yeah, he's part of a thug. He thought he was a thug. Got killed trying to stab somebody. Shit.
Well, because I'm new to that area. Remember, I sailed here from somewhere else.
Gotcha.
And that's how the game literally starts, is like you start on the boat, and like your dream is to become the blacksmith at some area.
Well, while the iron's hot, I guess, right?
Yeah. And
get your ass in there.
Yeah.
Get your ass in there.
And that's what I did. And you meet like a little ox, and then he becomes like, he pulls your moving fucking blacksmith. Like you get a mobile blacksmith area at some point. Like they keep showing him moving on foot, but most of the bird's view stuff is actually done with your cart, and it doesn't waste energy. So then when you actually have to like smithy stuff up, that's what burns your energy. Is you know, like smelting stuff, shaping it,
all these. Resource man, that's what I learned. I'm looking for resource management games. You like manage your resources, boy.
Yeah.
When I looked up the game, I was like, Goku with this motherfucking game. I said, but you know what happened? I was like, this music is. I wish I could play the music. I was like,
music is.
I said, this music is well for this trailer. Like usually, well sometimes, more often than not, like the trailer music you won't find it anywhere in the game. And that'll be so sad because that's what would draw me to it. But hold on, let me explain. me explain, because the music in this trailer is fucking awesome.
Well,
I
then I
listened to it
haven't.
over and over. I'll let
Then
you
I
listen to it after
haven't.
the show.
Yeah, because
It's
I haven't
really
heard the
good. I listened to it over
trailer.
and over and over. I said, this is a super good song.
You know what I might have, because that's what really like made me watch it.
It
As
might
soon
be
as
like
I
the title
saw,
screen thing. It might be that. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a title screen thing. But like I said, I wish I could play it on the show, but I can't because I don't want to get my shit muted. Like
yeah,
get a chance of that because chances are it won't get muted, but like you just like you don't know, man.
Yeah,
Like
it's
because like I
not
said, I didn't
worth
think
it.
that Go Next shit was gonna go down,
But
man.
they do. I know.
I was like, what? Like I went and looked. I was like, I saw the little red thing. I was like. Go next too? For real? I can play the first one or it's no, that's weird. So well, do you recommend this game, man?
Definitely,
You
I've
recommend
already
it for the Minecrafties and the Stardew Valleys and the
for the original of Crafties.
there's a space type of not Stardew Valley, but a Terraria type of game, a space type of Terraria. Like it's like a sci-fi one. You know what it's
Mm-hmm.
called?
Mm-mm.
There's one that's I forget what it's fucking called. It's just like Terraria, but it's like sci-fi instead of like Terraria. Like this will be in my mind like closer to like Minecraft and Terraria than
Yeah,
anything else.
that's kind of where it's got a lot of its like vibe from for
Yeah.
the mining part,
Uh-huh.
and then it's just like story driven. And like I said, I don't want to ruin any of the story.
Right. No, I got you.
So
So yeah, it looks like I'm enamored by like the art and music. Like I'll buy like the Mirror's Edge I bought because I like the music of the
yeah,
trailer. Like
but that game's good.
that's what caused me to buy it. A lot of games do that. So had a good trailer song. Mirror's Edge 2 I heard was trash, so I just stayed away from it.
Yeah, no.
They said like because there's abilities that Faith needs that now in that game you get as upgrades and then like it kills your momentum and stuff like that. And you had those like in the first game. It was like that doesn't make fucking sense.
Exactly.
Like if anything, you should have kind of like
At
the
first.
mobility that you had at least when you started the first game. Because you had good movement, and then all they really had to do like prove on that, make the animations a little bit more fluid, transition.
No, they like
they
tried to
stripped
like
it
make
down,
it,
man.
yeah, they stripped it down and tried to make you like go back to the fundamentals.
It's weird.
That
man.
game, yeah, no. Let's not.
That first one was awesome, though, man.
Yeah, let's talk about this game.
But yeah, like that's the like I said, that's the vibe I get from it. If you like those games, you'll definitely.
And there's still plenty of shit to do. So, like I said, I fucking beat the game. And now I'm just trying to figure out what I should do with this new material.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
It's funny because it continues on, basically.
Well, looks like you say you finished it. At least it's out of your backlog too. That's what's up.
To the most part, like I said, but then you get a new material and they let you keep playing.
Oh, okay. So you gonna keep it going?
I'll keep fucking with it at least.
I
until I figure out what to do with this new material.
I feel it, man. All right, well, get it while the irons strike while the iron's hot.
Yep, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a bad dad joke. But yeah, while the iron's hot, check it out. Goku recommends it. All right, so let's move on to. Let's see. Let's move on to here. Do this. So I've been playing a game. Familiar? Like, what the heck is this? But no, so I've been playing a game called Eternal Sonata. That's what this is. So it's a role-playing game that is based. They based it off of the real-life famous composer Frederick Chopin, like the real guy. So because he died of tuberculosis, and in this game, he ends up like being sick. You see him in the bed, and it takes place in his dream. And then like the theme of it is music, and this is why I started playing. I played the game years ago, but I like stopped at some point and then started playing something else. And it's a role playing game. It's a turn-based Japanese role playing game. Like with any role playing game, which would be a Japanese, Western, don't matter. It has a story, and you forget where you left off. So I just never went back to it at that point. And then like my daughter, she's into like music and shit like that. So like I told her about it and let her see it. And she was like, "That looks so much fun!" And like, cause it's a very beautiful color. It's a very beautiful game. Like this game came out like 13 years ago.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah, it looks awesome. I remember the day I got it, I was like, it still looks incredible. So, but like I told her I was like, well, all the characters are named after like music things. Like you have like viola, polka, beat, allegretto, jazz. Like you have a bunch of Count Waltz is like the name of the bad guy, but she really enjoyed it. And then what's also cool about it is you can play it like co-op. So like you can have 3 party members, because how the turn-based combat works is like you have turns, and then like during your turn you have time where you can move around on the battlefield. Because like, well, at least first how the encounters work, like you can run around on the field, and then like you see the enemy, you can run to the counter. And it's not just like random encounter, but you can see the encounter. So once you get into the battle, you get in the battle screen, you can move around freely when it's your turn. But like depending on what your battle level is, the rules change to how your time you have to attack. There's a bar you have. And when you first start off, if you don't move, it doesn't move. And then like it doesn't start moving until you start attacking. And then once you get the level, like your party level 2, then when you move, the bar drains and it stops when you stop. You see what I'm saying? It gets more advanced as time goes on. But if you look at it,
I'm watching the bar.
Different characters have, like some characters are melee based, some might be like range based, and like you'll during your turn, you get into position, you attack, and then you push your Y. A is like your melee attack, Y is your special attack or your spell, and then like you have potions that you can use with the X button, and you rotate through them with the bumpers, and then the B button is like how you block attacks, because like I said, it's turn based, but like once your turn starts, it's real time. You see what I'm saying? So like it's like you're waiting, then it's like go, and then you have time, then you go do whatever, and it's real time. And then like there's a mechanic where there's light and dark. So like if you're in the light, you get access to your light spell. If you're in the dark, you get access to your dark spell. And certain enemies will like change when they go from light to dark. Like the coconuts, they move, and they're light, they're small. But once they get into the dark, they get real big, and slow. They're way slower, but they do more damage, and they can like do range attacks. Like it's a really, really, really.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a really cool game. Like you can do up to 3 players.
That's
like,
cool.
Your party can hold up to 3, and you can swap. You get a bunch of different party members. You can swap them in and out at whenever you want. Like, and it's a very linear Japanese RPG, meaning that like they're like when I say linear versus open world, like linear, what I mean that is like you can't select what mission you want to do in which order. You have to do the missions in which order the game leads you. So this is it's not, you don't even have missions. It's like very traditional Japanese role playing game, like kind of like
story driven.
Yeah, kind of like Grandia, the Grandia series. I would say it's more linear than like Chrono Trigger, and more linear than like Final Fantasy games. Like it's linear. Like it's more like Grandia. Like it's a lot like those where you kind of like, it has some open areas where you explore and find chests and stuff like that. But you kind of, and then there's mazes and places where you find different items and stuff, because you equip different weapons and equipment. And like what's cool about Beat is like he has a camera, and like he has like this bow gun type of thing, and when he shoots and he does his special, you see like the little camera reel, like in like the magic effects, you see like little camera reels going around it. It's really neat, because this whole thing is like taking pictures and stuff. So,
okay,
yeah, like it's super neat. And then like Viola, she's like a ranged character that has a bow. Like her shit is really good too. Then you have Chopin. He's like the composer, and like he had all his moves were like different like music things, like Pew Grave, Sacred Signature. There's all kinds of like, they're all like named after music shit. Like everything in the game, like it's so good. Like falsetto is a character, and that's something in music. This is the combat is like really fast paced too. That's what I really like about it. And it's over dramatic.
No,
Like,
it looks like it's kind of fast paced.
dude,
That's kind of cool. Like I
yeah.
wouldn't mind giving that a try.
Oh,
'Cause it
dude, it's
almost
just
feels like a beat 'em up at the same time.
it's kind of like that. Like if you have you ever played the Tales games, like Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Vesperia, Tales of Destiny? It's kind of like that. Well, and
Like Secret of Mana.
Oh yeah, kind of. Well,
That's what I'm thinking.
Kind of, but like those games are like for instance, Tales games is like once you get into an encounter, it's like this: you running around the world map. It's a little bit more open. Tales is a little bit more open than this. You're running around the world map, and once you see the enemy, you can encounter them. Then you're in the battle, but it's real time for everybody the whole time. But this is turn based. It's not real time until it's your turn. You see what I'm saying? So there's some strategy to it because, like, also depending on how you position, like if your back's turned to an enemy, you can't block. So you can't. So like if an enemy's turn, they can come up and they attack, and it gives you a chance to block it. You have to time it by pressing B, so it's active.
Interesting.
Yeah. So like you have to. So if an enemy runs behind you during their turn, because they have a bar too.
Yeah.
And they'll get behind you and attack. You can't block it. You know what I'm saying? A different shit.
Yep, I can already imagine.
So yeah, it's a really, really fun game. And came out on 360. It's on PlayStation 3 too. Yeah, and we've been playing it on 360 because like you can only play it like that, PS3 or emulate it. But it's such a good game, and it's sad that it's like left back on those like 2 generations ago. They should have ported this over or something. Because it's it's so much fun. Look, you see how they got bigger and shit like that?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it's a fun game, dude. Like, it's like me and Selena was gonna play it like on New Year's, like or New Year's Eve or whatever, because she wants to play it with me. So, but yeah, such a good game. Like I highly recommend this, man. Good turn-based game, Eternal Sonata. In Japan, it's called Trusty Bell. But yeah, it's based off of Chopin and his whole his sickness and stuff like that. And like, I definitely would not play the music on here because it gets fucking copyright strike
instantly.
Yeah, because some of his real music's in there.
Yeah,
and like I've been playing it on YouTube, and like it comes up right away. Yeah. I mean, YouTube, if you get that, it still plays.
Yeah,
that's why I'd rather, as I said, Go Next 2 is going to be on YouTube going forward because it'll play the music.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But I was like, because
Twitch.
It was called Raindrops. Something. What was it? C minor, A minor raindrops or something like that. I can't remember the name.
Which will get you?
Oh yeah, it got it right away. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. So moving on, like I said, short episode. Moving on to the current event. So hold on. I try to do this shit right. So SEGA, they put out a trailer that they're putting out some games, man. They're putting out some games, and we looked at these, and some of them look fucking badass. Like,
I'm excited.
Yes, and then like some of them I'm worried about because of BlackRock. This bullshit. I hope they don't get their claws in it, man. I hope they don't, because Sega's typically known for arcade games. Arcade games and like action games, shit like that. Usually not like none of these games are like narrative driven, so don't think I have to worry about them getting in this. But what I am worried about, the fucking games as a service shit will go next. Like that shit look like it's set up to be a multiplayer game where they want you to level up a battle pass, and I hope it don't have none of that shit in it, man. Because like, first of all, let's talk about the shit that looks pretty good that I thought looked good.
That did look good.
I thought Jet Set looked good. I thought Shinobi looks phenomenal.
Oh, Shinobi's gonna be off the chisel.
Those are the two.
Golden Axe looks good.
See, it looks like it's gonna be a co-op, like. And like the thing is, like Golden Axe to me don't look good because I played the previous 3D Golden Axe game called Beast Rider, and it got those vibes, man. And I'm gotta wait and see. Just gotta wait and see, because
that's what you said about Streets of Rage too.
Yeah, like it's 3D.
It's getting that 3D vibe,
and it's called, I think, Streets of Rage Revolution. So it's not like a direct sequel to 4. It's not like Streets of Rage 5, but back in the day, like there was a Streets of Rage 4 being developed, and it ended up coming out as Fighting Force on PlayStation. Do you remember that game? because
Vaguely.
it was a 3D beat 'em up. You had the big giant bruiser dude, then you had the regular white dude, and then you had the chick, and then it was a co-op beat 'em up. It might have been a black dude in it too. I can't remember, but like I know the Dreamcast they came out with Fighting Force 2, and it was a single player game. Didn't make any fucking sense. But like what happened with Fighting Force 1? Sega had this team developing a 3D Street Race 4 game, and like something happened, a license fell through, so they repurposed it, and made Fighting Force, and like that was supposed to be Street Race 4. Man, I'm glad it wasn't, because it's an okay game, but I'll let you see it. It's
I
like,
remember Fighting Force.
yeah.
Too.
Very slow,
It was.
polygonal. It was just bad. So
and
like,
I do see how that was supposed to be, but they didn't he didn't have his bare knuckle and like
they had
a couple other things.
They had to change all that shit because they lost the license. You see what I'm saying? Like they never got to really like use it. Like, you know, because Sega, they could never get an agreement, so they couldn't use it. They had to repurpose it to something else. So, but like Crazy, I don't even care about Crazy Taxi at all, like at all. But I like how it looks.
It looks
it looks cool. Because like it was always a game I played for like a few minutes, and
that's the way it was. Crazy Taxi literally was an arcade game,
and that's why I hated
that. Was something where you put a quarter in, you ran it until the quarter was done, and then you go watched your movie or whatever you were doing.
Right. So like it's hard for them to justify selling that as, you know, whatever they're gonna sell it for. Unless it's like, you know, $30 game or something like that. But
yeah, and it probably is gonna be like a cheapo.
But it looked like visually I like the sparks and shit on the ground, the shine on the car.
And there was like little flames and
so I like the art. Tires. And that's one thing I do like about games. Like I like the art. That's what I don't mind paying. Like I don't mind paying the programmer for doing that work. I don't mind paying the artist for doing that work. But yeah, I like art and like, Go Next, like I hope it's if you go back,
like Jet Set looks like it's gonna be Free World, which that's the way it was already.
Well, yeah, that's always been that way. But like Go Next, like Beast Rider was so bad. It was such a bad Go Next game, and it was a 3D Go Next game, but it was only single player. So this looks like it'll probably be like online co-op.
Yeah.
And like that's another thing that bugs me. It's like Go Next was like a couch co-op game.
Yeah, and not an online co-op.
Yeah, it wasn't like all that. And that's like they trying to do too much with
gassing it.
Yeah, they might. You see why I'm thinking that? You see why I think that? Because like from it looks like
different rides.
Like who knows? Different skins for the beast. I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure that you're gonna have to pay for the extra beast.
But like, if it was a couch co-op, game, I'll be less likely to believe that's what it'll come out as. But like, since it's going to be like a online, multiplayer game, it'll be easy. Not that they'll do it because like Street Race 4 is online and they didn't get crazy with it. They just sold an expansion like they used to. But with how Go Next looks like it could potentially be structured, they can put that stuff in there like that because like you're playing on your own screen and like, well, shit, let's get them in the shop. You know what I mean? Like we got to get them in the world and got to expand this world and get their friends in here. And that's what got me worried. But we'll see, man. Like I'm gonna check it out.
I think they're gonna gas that one up.
I think they will too, but I hope I'm wrong. Like if I'm wrong, I'm happy. Like I'll first say that if I'm wrong, I'm happy. But Shinobi, let's talk about that, man. That Shinobi looks awesome, dude. Like
that looks like
Shinobi
you're gonna get a game. It's a complete game.
Yeah,
you're gonna enjoy that game, and all the visuals you're gonna enjoy. The cool shit with the big ass fucking samurai thing running around in the background. That was fucking cool as fuck. I really can't wait to see what that is. Like, I bet you have to fight that big motherfucker.
The guys who are making it, they put out Street Race 4 Lizard Cube. So they're working on that. So I just like how that animation style looks like. Have you ever played Market a Ninja?
Wait, the Ninja Gaiden one?
No, Market a Ninja. There's a game made by the people who made Shank. It's called Market a Ninja.
Oh, I remember Shank.
Yeah, so they made the company's called Clay, and they made a game called Market a Ninja. It's a 2D stealth game where you're a ninja, and it's badass. So that's kind of what it kind of puts me in the mind of well, not that per se, because that was a stealth game. But like since it was a side scroller ninja, well, a Shadow Blade would probably be the one that puts me more in the mind of Shinobi because you're constantly moving real fast. It's more of an
Yeah.
action game. There was a mobile game called Shadow Blade. Yeah, yeah, I'm talking about a mobile game, believe it or
Yeah.
not. It was a very good one
No, I
though.
remember that game.
Yeah, you had a little scarf like
Yeah.
the Strider, and like
Yeah.
you
It was
cutting,
cool,
slicing, you ran,
You just kept going.
you just kept going,
Yep.
ding, ding, hitting these little
You
things,
jump
and
on
dashing
shit,
and
you
shit,
get higher,
wall
and the behind.
jump.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I remember that
they
game.
put that out on like PC and shit like that, and it's a fucking fun game. So that puts me in the mind of that. And then there's another there was another game that just came out that reminds me a lot of that because it reminds me a lot of Shinobi 3. What was it called? Guardians, Moon Rider, something. Guardian Moonrider. So I can't remember the name of it, but like it puts me in the mind of a Shinobi game. So, but and I like Shinobi games. They're hard as fuck,
Yeah.
but I like them. And you know what makes them hard? Ain't even the combat really. It's the fucking platforming. You have stages where you gotta like jump up and land on these things. You gotta double jump,
Yep.
and your double jump is like frame specific. You
Yep.
couldn't just mash it. You had
Nope.
to time it. It was like tap at a certain point.
Yep.
You can only double jump during a certain like height. Like it was crazy. Like. And you'll fall way back down to the bottom. Like, fuck. But yeah, so and the thing is, like, if they just leave Golden Axe fucked alone and just make it a co-op, beat them up with good combat, man, it'll be fine.
It would have been
It
fun.
will be fine. So I hope that's what they fucking do. But Streets, I'm kind of worried about, like. 2 3D beat 'em up.
They didn't show much of it. They show more of Golden Axe and all the other games than they do Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage's clip, I gotta say, is this like it seems like it's the shortest one.
Yeah, there's like a couple of frames, but like man, just seeing
that's
that
about it.
Like and then like after just playing Streets 4, like Streets 4 is just such a really good beat 'em up.
But they show a lot of Golden Axe. Like
I know
Golden
they do.
Axe.
But like, think about it, man. Like Streets 4, like even the classic characters, you can like do long. You can. They changed that. I know you hate the 1 2 3s, but they changed those classic characters from 1 2 3s. They gave them like extra shit. Like Zan, he can fucking stump around, bounce motherfuckers in the air. You can continue combos. I watched.
You're telling me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. And then like I saw somebody do this long ass combo with Skate, like Streets Race 2 Skate.
Yeah.
It's like like he was fucking in the air doing all kinds of shit, drilling off the ground. It was fucking spinning around like
the original Streets of Rage 2, or
no, that's like the classic Streets Race. Like I'm talking about Streets Race 2 Skate and Streets Race 4.
Okay.
Because you know there's
there's
two different versions of Skate and Streets Race 4. Yeah. So
they fixed Streets of Rage 4 is great.
So that's what got me worried. Like I'm like, you
game.
won't be able to just go in like that. Like that's what I want from Streets Rage now. Like I said, when it first came out, man, it had that, but it was just such a slower game. There was a lot wrong with it, but they improved the fuck out of it. And I wish fucking Anthem Pants would go back to it because they patched it and like, oh, fuck. He's somebody who speeds run Streets Rage.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I used to watch him all the time, but he quit speed running. He quit playing it altogether. So, but yeah. Hopefully these games look cool. Like I'm confident Shinobi will be awesome. Like I'm confident. That's the only one I like think that's going to be really good. Like, and it gives me those Strider vibes too. You remember you haven't finished that Strider game, have you?
No.
Yeah, that game that puts me in the mind of that game. See, that police car looks awesome. Flames. It reminds me of Burnout. If that's like Burnout, if they make it like Burnout,
that would be fun.
Like Burnout Paradise, like open world racing with cops in it. And then you gotta fucking like
but you're breaking
you're breaking the law to get people to because you're fucking going fast.
Yeah, you're going fast, jumping off of shit.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. There'll be a fucking maniac to ride with you though. You know what I mean? Like, shit. But yeah, man, Sega's putting out some shit. So check it out. Stay tuned because like I'm like the reason I'm pausing. I'm like my stomach is turning. Like I'm worried. I'm like fucking worried, man. But because like Streets in 3D, Golden Axe 3D, we haven't gotten it good yet. So, and that's what I want. I want to see if they get a good one. So, but again, like I said, short show. With that being said, we're about to take a small break, and we come back. We're gonna play the level Double Dragon, and then we're gonna hang it up because this. I want everybody to get out there and enjoy your holidays and have a good time. So give us a second, and we will be right back. I should do it.
Yeah, we're good.
Let me get rid of the. Oh yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
we smooth.
Yeah, we're good.
Sounds good. All right, we back, everybody. So this is Double Dragon Advance. Let me full screen it for us. There we go. Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta go back now because it's gonna do some bullshit. Oh, hold on, maybe it won't do some bullshit. Good. Oh yeah, it's gonna do that shit again. Oh no, we can't do that. Hold on, let me back. See, look, the Kev fucking it up this time. Well, I had to hit Alt Enter to full screen it, and it did that, so that's the problem.
Oh, it thought you started using the keyboard.
Yeah, start using the keyboard. Go back. Give me a second, y'all. Like, Kay was a big fan of this, so I'm gonna give it to y'all. Hold on. My buddy Dark Side, he was a big fan of this, and he loves that. He does. Cause like I don't even know how to like activate this control this game with a fucking keyboard. I don't. Like I have no idea. So let me I'll enter. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close it and return it back on.
It is good old Murphy. Never fails.
Never fucking fail. I got a trick for it this time. Trick.
So I'll load that shit back up.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do it like this. Hold on. So I'll go to settings, screen. There we go. Oh, that's crazy. Hold on, no, it'll be fine though. Since I'm in here, I can still. There we go. There we go. We're good now. All right, so yeah, this is Double Dragon Advance. Like, we're gonna let it play for a little bit while I talk about it a little bit.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna let it play for a little bit because like it will show like story and shit like that. But what this game is, a lot of people do not know about it because it came out on the Game Boy Advance and it was like a one-player game. And like the last time we had a one-player Double Dragon game was on Nintendo. Remember, the first NES one was a one-player game, which Double Dragon, like what? But on the Game Boy, you can kind of understand that. But they did have a co-op mode. If you had 2 copies, you can link cable them. But not a lot of people has played this because in co-op because of that limitation. And like the game is like the original Double Dragon, and it just combines like everything from like not everything, but stuff from Double Dragon 2, Super Double Dragon, and Double Dragon 1 just puts them all together. And it's the Double Dragon game I wanted to play when I was a kid. Like it had everything I wanted in it, like all the moves, the grapples. Like it has a lot of stuff in it. You can get down on enemies like in Renegade, like mount them and punch them, and beat them down. You can stump them. You can do a bunch of shit. And like
you've shown me,
and the AI does not give a fuck about you.
No.
Yeah, it's like this game is really like fighting in the fucking hood. Like it really is. Like some of the shit I like about it is like the combat is very technical. It is not a 1, 2, 3. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you get them on the ground and get some 8s and 9s, but they push you off the time. It's a crazy ass game. Like so, the combat's technical and combined features from Super Double Dragon 2, like parries and counters and shit. You can do co-op mode without needing another device now. It's got a story in it, which is that's cool how it combines all that shit. How it tells you about the martial arts. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, and it has a kind of neat, backstory that goes behind it.
Backstory.
Yeah,
really, really good.
So,
and, like everything is like, like it's a solid game. It is a solid game.
It's a solid game.
It's an older game,
and the weapons ain't that bad either. Like you get the chucks and shit like that.
That's what I get. I roll with the weapons.
But there's no line, there's no training mode, no option to turn off friendly fire because you can hit each other. No. Kay got on top of me and was like, I was like, okay. I said, I'm sorry for taking the last beer. But yeah, I was like, sorry, man. I'm sorry for taking the last beer. He got on like top of me and started beating me down. That shit was crazy, man. Like, cause you can hit each other, like, cause I kept kicking him, like, accidentally. So I guess he was getting me back.
Yeah, I guess he was getting me back.
He was trying to do some shit, and like, you just start beating my ass. I said, it's okay.
And then he's like, all right, oh well, I might as well finish up.
But the game has really decent emulation because it is emulated. I guess this is the Steam version, but it's they did it through their own emulator. It's only like $8. It's not very expensive. You can get there's a Super Double Dragon you can get too, but like I have no reason to play Super Double Dragon because my favorite overall Double Dragon game. You already know. Legend of Double Dragon. Yeah, that's my favorite one overall. This is just my favorite official. You know what I mean? Like one that's like on the books.
Yeah.
But my favorite one overall is like Legend of the Double Dragon. That's a Double Dragon game for that ass.
For that.
For that ass.
That is the
essential. That should have been guiding.
Yeah.
That should have been guiding. Yeah. No disrespect to Gaiden either. You know why? It's like one dude made that.
And you know, like for what it is, it was a step up. It did like
something
kind
different.
of break. Yeah. And it did break the mold of 1, 2, 3.
Yes, it's different.
And it was different, but it just there's a lot lacking.
Yeah, it's not what I wanted, man. It's not what I wanted.
Like if he could make the adjustments like they did to Turtles, from the first time to the second time, that would be
you can keep talking.
Glorious, and you know what I mean. Like that would be glorious.
Yeah, like how they did Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah. The first when we first played it. And then now
they upped and like Mayhem Brawler went through that too.
Yeah, Mayhem Brawler did it too. Yeah.
Mayhem Brawler went through it. Who else?
They just like reamped the combat basically, and it made it so much better. Oh, thank you for whatever you just turned off.
What, the sound?
No, whatever just made the screen like crispy.
Oh no, this is just like the overall splash screen for this is just what the splash screen looks like for the overall game itself. Like when you go into it, it's gonna look like the old crusty version. Like there's no way I can fix that.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, you can mess with sound and stuff like that, but like you can't put any like shine on it like that. So I wish you could because I actually would.
Yeah, no, I thought you
But
did.
It's okay. But let's go ahead and give them a round because, like I said, we'll bust this out real quick and call it. We call it today. Let people get back to y'all. Happy holidays. That's not a. We don't need to like add any extra lives or shit to it. Hold on, because we just gonna play a level. Yeah. All right, 2 play, and then you can play tag mode in it too if you're playing by yourself. That's another thing that's kind of cool. You can tag in the brother. So, and there's survival mode. That's something else that's neat. Like I like survival modes and beat 'em ups.
Yeah, those always help.
They're like kind of.
Give it a replay value.
It's kind of like the Bloody Palace mode, Devil May Cry, like the Master Ninja mode, and Ninja Gaiden, like the survival mode that they have. Oh shit, you can't fight.
Nope.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on, we gonna fix that. Controller. I know why, because it's showing you up as a. It's because like we did the keyboard thing. So I got it.
So it's still picking up the keyboard.
Yeah, I can fix it though. This happened yesterday with me and Kay. So hold on, let's people like this screen. People like this screen. Hold on.
Shit got fucked again.
I might keep that in there too. Hold on. Let's see. So let me quit. Yeah, let's quit out. It'll be fucked. It'll be cool right now though. Watch. It'll be cool. I don't know why. Let me just fuck with the buttons. Let me all right, let's start it up. Don't do nothing real quick.
You're good.
What I'm going to do is make the game recognize your controller before I like full screen it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So let me do that. Settings. Make sure you're in there. Controller. See, now it recognizes you. See it?
Yep.
Yeah. So now I can enter it, make it full screen. There we go. We're in there now. We're in the house. All right, we got it. Right.
It's the propanes.
For the propanes and the accessories.
And the accessories.
I remember B's jump and B's punch kick. Both of them crouches. They're still in the first dude. Go beat his ass. Back punching. Punching twice.
Pick
boom,
me
boom.
first.
See now? Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna stomp his ass. That's all it is. Like 1, 2. Because like what the thing is like how the attacks is kind of like the Mortal Kombat. You push it twice, he'll do it 2 times. You see it? If you hit it 3 times, he's gonna punch 3 times. So just hit twice, and then just wait. You see what I'm saying?
Counts, but
yeah. See, watch.
It doesn't actually like.
Watch.
It'll
watch. See now. See.
It knows you've pushed the buttons,
correct,
but it doesn't. It still has to do the little animation.
It's called I think what they call negative head. It's not that I can't remember, but there's a phrase for it. But yeah, it knows.
dude like jump kick back
See,
and
look,
shit.
throw him over there.
I turn around because I was expecting the other guy to come over. Oh, he
Hold
played
on,
me.
man.
Oh no, he was
You
beating
want
on
him here
me.
again? I was gonna get on his ass.
He wasn't gonna live.
Hey, they bring him back here. One kick would do it too. Like one kick to the face.
I know, but I'm trying to get these punches down.
See why
That was too many.
See why don't go too far because she's Lynn. I want one to come out of town so you can see what it's like. She's gonna come out. All right, watch this. Watch.
He keeps ducking.
But that's okay. Kick her. See,
I just thought about that. Yeah, the duck.
you can duck, but like if you kick, they'll ugh. Yeah, you can uppercut them too. See.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of tech.
There's a lot of tech to it. There you go. It's okay. It's okay. They go stump his ass. You should get on top of it.
I know I should have, but then I already felt bad for throwing him into you.
That's okay. Shit, that's all right. I shouldn't have been in the fucking way. That's how you get my dumb ass out of the way.
Well,
watch it. Watch it. Get his ass. Like, fuck.
Push you off like, get off me, fool.
And you can combo it too. And like, what's cool is you can grab the abobos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see that?
You showed me that.
Yeah, see what? Hold on. That's cool. Watch. That's cool. Hold on. Come here, big
No,
boy.
I ain't playing. Then I threw the fucking
hold on. Get his
baseball bat.
big ass. Come here, big boy. Come here.
Master.
Do the You can stomp on him too. Hold on. I'm on his big ass. Come here. Here, your big ass. Come here. I want him to go the other way. Come on. That big boy. There we go. Man, I was gonna stomp him, but fuck it. Yeah, it's a very, very technical game. You gotta be careful when you hit each other too.
Yeah, that's why
And then you can do the elbow too, like they get around you, hit punching these two, the punch and jump. Watch out. Oh, he got his ass up. You can stomp him again too. Oh, my bad. Oh shit. So your bobos, did they ever carry those?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, they're over here. Nah, homie.
Go on.
But
You still got me though.
Bobo. Here, bitch. See that? It's got a lot of juggle acting to it, man. Come on. That big boy. Piece of shit.
Oh, and I went to kick him and he fucking started piecing on me.
Yeah, motherfucker. Beat up his crew. If you keep going, they whole crew coming in, dog.
Really?
Yeah, the whole crew come in. So yeah. So that's let's go ahead and kill this real quick. Let's see. So let's go back to the show. Let's kill this. And quit that out. So yeah, so that's Double Dragon Advance, man. That's a good game. I really like it. Like, it's technical. I have a lot of fun playing it.
Very, very. I have a hard time. I haven't played it enough.
I like stomping them like, dude. Get on top of them. Like, yeah, you just gotta give it some time. I played it probably like 2 more times you have. And
Man.
I really like that game. But yeah, so that'll be it this month, guys. We'll do another one again next month. So we do, appreciate everybody hanging out. Review your game, especially indies. We talk about that all the time. If you like a game, share it with people. And again, thanks for hanging out. We're glad you were able to join us this holiday season. Get out there, enjoy your friends and family. Tune in again next month for more. This stream again will be uploaded to YouTube sometime. I can't guarantee it'll be right away because I'm going to enjoy the holiday. You know what I mean? It might be uploaded to YouTube sometime next week. Yeah, I have to be extremely bored to be working on this week because I get some time off work. I'm bored.
Yeah,
I need it, man. I need it. But yeah, it'll be up. So look out for it. You can find me at Twitch, on Twitch, and this is for the people who watch at YouTube. It's twitch.tv/Kev_the_Galaxybender. Catch me at Twitter at Kev Galaxybender, and then YouTube. You catch me at Kev The Galaxybender, and you can catch Goku over here at Son Goku. You can catch me at twitch.tv/Son Goku Black 81. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. We do show once a month, usually the fourth, third-ish, fourth Saturday. But it just depends, holidays and shit's going on. It's usually towards the back end, usually the last week of the month. We try to do it. So with that being said, thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you again all next month. Stay safe out there for this New Year's. Have a happy New Year's, everybody. Goku and Kev the Galaxy Bender is signing off.
Peace.
Peace out.